Apple just spent $300 million on a movie. That's basically a 2.5 hour commercial, and people are paying to see it. But here's what everyone's missing and why it matters for your business. I'm Shama Hyder, and today we're diving into how Apple's F1 movie isn't just changing Hollywood, it's rewriting the rules of marketing as we know them. And no, this isn't about the dozen brand logos plastered on Brad Pitt's racing suit. On the surface, F1 looks like product placement on steroids. Brad Pitt wears fire suits with more logos than a NASCAR vehicle. Hollywood's biggest star is a walking billboard, and brands like IWC, Expensify, and Shark Ninja paid millions for the privilege. But if that's all you see, you're missing the real genius here. Here's my take. Most people think Apple made a movie with marketing in it. In reality, they made marketing that is a movie. Think about it. Apple has 2.2 billion devices in people's hands. They introduced the world's first haptic trailer that literally made your iPhone vibrate with the engine sounds. They turned their biggest annual event, WWDC, into an F1 showcase. That isn't product placement. This is platform thinking. Let me break down the 3 layers of marketing genius that I think most people are overlooking. 1, the Trojan horse effect. Instead of fighting for space in the streaming wars, Apple has built a $300 million Trojan horse that Warner Brothers will march into every theater in America with all the heavy lifting done for them. Layer 2, the authenticity paradox. By making the commercialism so obvious, literally covering everything in logos, they made it authentic to the F1 world. The audience expects it. In fact, it would kind of be weird without the logos. Layer 3, the distribution disruption. Apple doesn't have a film distribution arm. Instead of building one, they're using Hollywood studios as their delivery mechanism while keeping all the brand equity. Think about it like Uber for movies. You own the customer relationship, not the infrastructure. But here's when it gets really interesting for marketers and business leaders. Tim Cook said something that I think most people missed. I don't have it in my mind that I'm going to sell more iPhones because of it. And he's right. This isn't about selling products. It's about buying cultural relevance. In 2025, you're not just selling products. You're buying a seat at the cultural table. When your brand becomes the experience rather than interrupt it, you transcend traditional ROI metrics. You're not measuring impressions. You're creating memories. So, what's the takeaway for your business? 3 things. First, stop interrupting and start integrating. Instead of forcing your message into content, become the content. Create experiences people actively seek out. 2, accept that exposure moves products. Most brands want guaranteed returns before they leap. But when you're playing for culture, you have to accept that impact isn't always instantly measurable. Exposure drives demand, but it requires vision and guts. 3, ecosystem, not ads. Every touch point reinforces the other, from the haptic trailer to the keynote to the merchandise. Your marketing should be a symphony, not a solo. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Traditional advertising is dying because it interrupts. Experiences like F1, they earn attention by giving value first. Apple just proved you can make a $300 million ad that people not only watch, but pay to watch. The real question, are you going to keep interrupting or finally start creating? I'm Shama Hyder. If you like this, you should totally subscribe to my Substack newsletter. Share this with someone who you think would appreciate a different viewpoint. What's your brand's $300 million movie in 2025? Because right now, you're either the story or the static.